He is a decorated 12-year veteran of the United States Air Force, following exemplary military service to his country. This gentleman enjoyed a highly successful corporate career as an engineer, trainer, and consultant. As a coach, he will work with you to determine your core, authentic values. His book, From Ghetto to Greatness, deals with a young man's unique way of dealing, coping, and overcoming extreme odds. Without further ado, please welcome to our show, good friend of mine, Coach Kevin Brown. Coach, what's going on, sir?
Hey, what's happening? DK Garrison, what's happening?
Man, it is a pleasure, breathing plum pleasure, as somebody I know would once say, to have you on the show, brother. I love when I have good friends that get to drop by and spread their knowledge. It just shows me the kind of elite group of individuals that I consider friends and that are in my core inner circle. So thank you so much for coming by, brother.
Definitely. I'm so glad to be here on the conversation. It's one of those 365s, man, that I'm surviving and actually thriving.
Yeah, we made it a little interesting there. Hey, Coach, before we get started, tell me what made you decide your story needed to be written to share with others in the beginning.
Well, in the very beginning, it was when it was actually going down, because the book is it's a novel, but it's based on a true story, which is my story. And so when I was going through these issues, and the book starts from 6 years old all the way till I was 18, I said, you know what, I need to write a book about this. And there's a classic Christmas movie called Miracle on 34th Street. They play it every year. It's black and white, Jimmy Stewart. And it was one of my favorite movies. But I lived on 34th in Santa Fe in Long Beach, California. And the things that were going on, I said to myself, it would be a miracle if and when I survive everything that's going on. And if I do, I'm going to write a book, and the name of it will be Miracle on 34th Street. But as it turned out, it's called From Ghetto to Greatness, but it's a hell of a story.
Well, I've read it, and you're absolutely right. It harkens back to my early days. You know, I was born out on the West Coast in Inglewood myself, and single child, dealt with a lot of stuff. So one of the things I think I know myself and a lot of our listeners are going to be able to relate, men and women, to your story. And to help our listeners understand your journey, can you describe what life was like for you growing up in Long Beach?
Definitely. Life in Long Beach for me in the late 70s, early 80s was really about adventure. I didn't consider myself a bad kid, a thug, even though I did some things that were not aligned with American cultural values. But the main thing that allowed me to do that is that my mother had an addiction to prescription drugs for a period of time, and then when she finished, got out of that cycle, she started working really hard to kind of make up for lost time, so she was never home. So I pretty much was able to do anything I wanted to do. And for a child at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, a lot of times they're going to make some bad decisions. But luckily, some of the things that happened, there were some other folks that came along that helped out and helped me get focused on the life that I wanted, the life that I was capable of, and actually find my God-given purpose and begin to live it out.